Good morning, girls. Day 8 into the second week. Gosh, the time flies, doesn't it? So we're going to continue the theme of today and tomorrow on the yellow theme with bringing love, light and laughter into your life. Now, what are we going to look at today? Today we're going to look at triggers, at EFT and at reframing. Now, triggers are something that set us off. They can stop us dead in our tracks. So being able to recognise them is a huge plus. And you might be saying, how's that going to bring love, light and laughter into my life? Because once you realise what you're doing and you're able to change it, you can play with it. And I think when we learn to be playful with it, it makes a whole lot of difference because so many of us take life dead seriously. We can play with many of these things, and looking at identifying and dealing with your triggers is a great thing. Now, what do? You know, triggers can just, like I said, stop you in your tracks. It can affect the project that you're working on. It can affect your self-confidence. It can stop you from moving forward in a personal journey. There's a whole range of things, and sometimes we just wonder what it is that sets us off. Sometimes we know very well what it is that sets us off. So the key is to catch yourself when that emotion arises, because when we're triggered, it usually brings up some form of anger or judgment. So, you know, what might be the things that trigger us? It can be not being understood, not being valued, not feeling respected, someone running over your boundaries. There's a whole range of things that can be that can trigger us. And the point is to be able to identify that and hop in when the emotion first comes up, and to deal with it. To stop, just stop, and think to yourself, is this my problem? If it is, we'll deal with it. If it's not, then let it go. And now that you know better, you can do better, because we each react. It can be the old. You can say to yourself, that's the old me reacting. I know differently now, so I can do differently now. And a simple way to be able to do that is, like I said, to stop, to take some deep breaths and clear your mind, to detach from the problem as you're just breathing. Centre yourself. Take a few moments to centre yourself. Then choose a key word about your project. It might be confidence. It might be a key word out of your project that you can take action on now. Inspired action. Because it doesn't matter how much work you do in the background, if you don't follow it up with action, then nothing is going to happen. And then once you've achieved one little thing, even if it's only one step, acknowledge and support yourself for what you've done. That will then open the doors for other things to come into your mind. So that's about being present. The other way is, another way that I was wanted to talk about was tapping, EFT, emotional freedom technique. Now, I think everyone in the group is familiar with it. If not, please let me know. So tapping is, tapping on your meridians, and it's really mainly about releasing negative emotions. And if you get into a spot of overwhelm, tapping under your nose is a great thing, and you can do that very unobtrusively, no matter what situation you're in, if you're totally overwhelmed. It's a great spot. So we hear about muscle testing and tapping and connecting with source and things, and we think, well, how does it all work? So let's look at it this way. Muscle testing shows you where you're out of alignment. Tapping gets you back into alignment, and connecting to source keeps you there. That's a very simple, straightforward, overall comment about how it works. So what does EFT do? It's like an internal acupressure. It works on the meridians. So tapping clears the negative emotions so that you can concentrate on and attract into your life the things that you really want. So you tap on the negative emotions. The process to go around it is to tap on the negative, whatever the issue is, tap on the negative first, and then when you get down into it, you realise that you've been telling yourself a story. At that point, say, hey, hang on. Is this a story? What if I just changed my mind? What if I just changed my story? And then tap in the positives. And when you learn to do that, and if you do it on a daily basis, it's amazing. You can do it any time during the day, any time at all. The more you do it, the easier it becomes and the more effective it is. So you can try being present exercise, you can try EFT, or the last one that I was going to talk about was reframing. Now reframing, when you think about a picture, the frame can make the picture much more attractive. And when you reframe it, you can change the picture altogether. And when you, often when you do a reframe, when you see something and you reframe it, even if it's a picture, imagine that it is a picture, you often see things in there that you didn't see before. And we can get all bent out of shape from the way we do or don't reframe. So, when you frame a picture, you're not changing the picture, you're adding to it. You're enhancing the effect of it. So look at reframing as a fun exercise, and I'm going to pop up a little PDF, a little exercise, just to look at a way for you to reframe some negatives. A fun exercise and something to just get you happy. So remember that you're painting, you're changing the frame and enhancing the painting of you. Have a great day, girls, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Bye.